UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Finds the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. On his feet at the 40. Made a defender miss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. On the run, it's Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Dyer. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
On the run, it's Peterson. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Picks up 1. 3rd down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Makes the catch. It's Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Brock. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UTSA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play.
Touchdown, Bobcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Number 5.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Brock. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
For the offense.
The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw it. Extending the play. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, it's Dyer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic with, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Durham. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Hand off from the shotgun. Slithers into space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air, it's Dyer. Floats it out in space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Brock. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Ball. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield. It's Holstein. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Graham. It's a running. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback. He's going to let it go. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing, understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They're down just 8. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas State.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds his man. It's Graham. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
He's brought down
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Dances away. He makes a catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Gonna run it. It's ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Scanning the field, it's Dyer. That's caught. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 3rd and